Hi everyone, thank you for watching this video today. My name is Joanne and today I'm going to be talking to you about the speaking section of the IELTS exam. Today I will be focusing on part 1 of the speaking exam, so be sure to check out the other videos in this series for more help. As you can see here, the speaking and listening sections of the exam are the same for both the academic and the general IELTS exam. This video series will be helpful for many people, but it will include information for obtaining a Band 7 score, which is often needed for university applications. As I have said in previous videos, the speaking exam lasts roughly 15 minutes and is split into 3 parts. Today, I will be focusing on part 1 of the exam, which is the introduction and interview section of the exam. This part lasts roughly 5 minutes. As I said, part 1 of the speaking exam is the introduction and interview section of the exam. In this section, the examiner introduces themselves and asks you to introduce yourself and confirm your identity. Then, the examiner asks you general questions on familiar topics, for example, home or studies. Today, our topic is holidays and travel. Part 2 of the speaking exam is the individual long turn. In this section, the examiner gives the candidate a task card, which asks the candidate to talk about a particular topic. The card includes points to cover in their talk and instructs the candidate to explain one aspect of the topic. Candidates are given 1 minute to prepare their talk and are given a pencil and piece of paper to make notes. The examiner then asks the candidate to talk for 1 to 2 minutes about the topic. Finally, part 3 of the exam is the two-way discussion, and this lasts between 4 and 5 minutes. In this section, the examiner asks further questions which are connected to the topic in part 2 of the exam. These questions give you the opportunity to discuss more abstract issues and ideas. In the speaking exam, a wide range of speaking skills are assessed by the IELTS examiners. For example, the ability to communicate opinions and information on everyday topics and common experiences and situations by answering a range of questions. The ability to speak at length on a given topic, using appropriate language and organizing ideas coherently, and the ability to express and justify opinions, analyze, discuss, and speculate about issues. Also, during the exam, you are assessed on your performance throughout the test by certified IELTS examiners, according to the IELTS speaking test assessment criteria. The criteria are weighted equally, and the speaking band score is the average. As I'm covering part 1 in today's video, it will be helpful for me to focus on Lexical Resource. I'll be covering other marking criteria in other videos. So, what is Lexical Resource? This refers to how much vocabulary the candidate has and how well they use it, as well as the rules of language at a word level. This criteria considers the communicative functions of speech and the social meaning of speech. So, as I mentioned in part 1 of the exam, the examiner asks general questions on some familiar topics, such as home, family, work, studies, or interests. This part of the test focuses on the candidate's ability to communicate opinions and information on everyday topics and common experiences or situations by answering a range of questions. Today's topic is holidays and travel. Let's take a look at some vocabulary that will help you talk about your holidays and travel. So, can you match the phrases on the left to their meanings? Let's look at number 1 first. Number 1 is a holiday, which is in British English. Number 2, a day off. Number 3, to rough it. Number 4, to go people watching. I suggest that you pause the video here to make a note of your answers. Now, let's take a look at some more vocabulary that will help you talk about your holidays and travel. Number 5 is to go self-catering. Number 6, to be pampered. Number 7, a package holiday. And number 8, to get away from it all. Again, I suggest that you pause the video here to make a note of your answers. Now, let's take a look at the answers. So, a holiday in British English is a period away from work for leisure. A day off is a single day when one does not go to work. To rough it means to stay in places with no luxuries. To go people watching is to observe the behavior of others. To go self-catering is to have a kitchen and cook for oneself. To be pampered is to receive luxurious treatment. A package holiday is a holiday where everything is organized by a travel agent for a set price. To get away from it all is to escape from one's daily life. I suggest that you pause the video here and make a note of any of the answers that you got wrong or any that you found difficult or confusing. Let's take a look at our first model question and answer. So the question is, what kinds of holidays do you most enjoy? And the answer is, I enjoy roughing it in various European countries. I particularly like camping because I love to explore the countryside. I have a busy life, so when I go on holiday, I suppose I just want to get away from it all. Now, that's a solid Band 6 answer. As I mentioned, one of the marking criterion is lexical resource, or the candidate's vocabulary and how well they use it. So, how do you think we can improve this answer? Here is the marking criteria for a Band 7 answer regarding lexical resource. As you can see, you can make some inappropriate word choices, but you should be able to use vocabulary flexibly and use some less common idiomatic vocabulary. You can find all the marking criteria on the IELTS website. So, in order to improve our answer, we should try to use some more advanced vocabulary. So, our question was, what kinds of holidays do you most enjoy? And you can see that in this example, I changed busy to hectic. It is important to remember not to memorize your answers, as that will appear unnatural, but you can memorize powerful phrases or words. Try to also memorize the pronunciation of the words and how to use them in a sentence. So let's take a look at another question. The question is, where's the best place to go on holiday? And the example answer is, for me, Spain is the best place to go on holiday. The food is very tasty and the people are relaxed and friendly. Also, it's very warm in the summer, so camping is very comfortable. I have been to Spain 7 times and I still want to go back. So, how do you think we can improve this answer? Remember, instead of using the most common verbs, try to choose a more advanced verb phrase. Here, in this example, you can see that I changed for me to in my opinion, and I changed very tasty to delicious. So here is the third question for today, and the question is, tell me about something you often do when you're on holiday. And the answer is, I often go fishing when I'm on holiday. I take a small fishing rod with me in my backpack so I can fish whenever I have the chance. I never catch very much because I don't know anything about the local fish in other countries, but it's always very relaxing. So, how do you think we could improve this answer? Remember, the question was, tell me about something you often do when you're on holiday. So let's see how I tried to improve this answer. As you can see, I added in bait and tackle. And I changed never catch very much to don't have much luck. Make sure that you choose advanced vocabulary that still fits the sentence structure. So, here is our final question of the day. And the question is, who do you usually go on holiday with? The answer is, I usually go on holiday by myself these days. I used to go with my parents, of course, but they always wanted to do different things. For example, they love architecture, so they want to look at buildings in cities. But I love beautiful natural scenery. So when I go on holiday by myself, I only need to worry about what I want to do. So, how do you think we could improve this answer? So, remember, the question was, who do you usually go on holiday with? So what did I do to improve this answer? As you can see, I changed do to experience, and I changed worry about to consider. Here you can see all of the example questions from today's video. The questions were, what kinds of holidays do you enjoy most? Where's the best place to go on holiday? Tell me about something you often do when you're on holiday. And who do you usually go on holiday with? I suggest that you make a note of these questions so you can practice at home. When you are practicing your answers, remember to try to check your answers against the marking criteria to see where you can improve. Thanks for joining me today. Make sure you check out the other IELTS videos to help you prepare for the exam.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and check out our other videos. You can find loads of useful links in the description below. Let's get started.